Preeti. So, welcome everyone. Welcome to Money Loves Me, Money Loves Me Not. I love that. I love that topic. Thank you, Palak. Zeal! She doesn't want to pay me. Oh, lovely. So good to see you, sweetheart. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I've got cold and stuff, so that's
Oh,
it.
ah,
Yeah.
what gift is that to your body?
I wonder.
I wonder too. Right.
You want to make me co-host?
Yes, I would make you the co host. Done. Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Thank you. Okay. So, hello everyone, and welcome to Money Loves Me, Money Loves Me Not. Just a crazy conversation around how we love money and how we hate money, how we doubt if money loves us, how we doubt if money would come to us, and everything that we do to avoid receiving it. So, if there could be anything that you could ask for with money, what would that be?
Freedom?
Okay, freedom. What else?
So for me, I guess after doing like the money workbook, what has shifted is my relationship, like what money meant to me. However, I kind of want to attract like abundance,
Yeah.
not from what I think or know of it, like something that I have not even in this reality, in my current present circumstances, something where I'm like beyond all of that. Like
Wow. Yeah. So you mean after doing the original How to Become Money workbook, your money flows changed?
money
And
flows have changed. There's a lot of ease around conversations with money.
yeah,
Uh, the whole experience around money has changed, and
mm,
considering I mean, I worked with money day in and day out as my profession as well. Uh, it's much more ease. Like it's not something which is intense anymore.
wow. Wonderful.
Can
Wonderful.
I add something, Chandana auntie?
Yes, please, Zeel.
So for me, it's like, first, I would love to have more freedom. As in, I don't ask for money. It's not exciting for some reason these days. I would love to have things or any classes or anything, but when it comes to money, I just contract myself. I wonder what's going on. I'm
Okay.
not even asking questions. I'm not bothered, not doing anything.
Have you given up on you?
I'm not sure about that. Just bored,
That's
actually. I'm just
okay.
bored.
You know what boredom is?
Yeah, like when you're not present where you are or something like that. Or,
Boredom is what you choose when you're not choosing to create your life. So when you're not choosing, when you're not choosing enough, but you're
yeah,
just
I'm just
settling.
bored choosing small things. I can't.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
annoying and it's not exciting at all. I would love to have big
exactly.
things. But the
Yeah.
thing is, when I ask for big things, the small things show up, which I'm grateful for. But the big things don't show up, so I lose my excitement.
So it's very interesting how we talk about the small things and the big things. But I'm talking about not choosing enough. I don't mean small and big, sweetheart. I'm really I'm really talking about, I mean, most of us go to small and big. Oh, I'm not choosing enough. Means, oh, I'm only asking for 1,000 rupees. I should be asking for 10,000 rupees. We go to that because that for us is choosing more. But you want to look at when I'm saying if you're not choosing enough, it's like, are you choosing every 10 seconds? Or are you choosing once in a day, or maybe once in a week, or maybe once in 2 weeks? And who gets to choose for you when you're not choosing? Is this reality? When you don't choose for yourself, this reality chooses for you. When you don't create your life, this reality starts to create your life for you. That could be
That's
boring.
very true.
Yeah, that
But
could get boring, that could get challenging, that could be crappy, but that's never what you know is possible.
so I feel stuck in this space. How can I change this space? I'm actually no, since been since a long time. Actually, I'm not feeling like myself. So how can I just be more of me?
So, who are you being?
Wow. Right now, I'm getting
Just
my
that one.
grandmother.
Just that one. Who are you being? Oh, that stupid question. I forgot. I thought I was being me. I was being, I
I
was
do hear
bored. I
it,
was
but
sad. I was so miserable. I was being me. No, you're not being you. You're being somebody else who's sad, miserable, horrible, bored. We return it to sender with consciousness attached.
yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, online shots, boys and beyonds. When we talk about money and when we talk about creating more money, it's never about creating more money as in cash. It's really about being more of you, which the byproduct of that is always cash, money, wealth in all different forms, in all different ways that you're willing to receive. So, what are you not willing to do and be that if you would do and be it, would have you creating the life and the living that you know is possible? Everything that is, would you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad,
Good,
what,
bad,
what?
pot, pork, online shots, boys and beyonds.
Thank you. Thank you, Pooja. Okay, so um, anyone else with a question here?
How can we create greater, especially with abundance money?
So you want to see what your points of views are around money, okay, which we've been talking about in the How to Become Money workbook, and the money is not a problem you are, and all the, whether you do the foundation or whether you do any class or you read a book or you hear a call about money, it's always about what are your points of views around money. Because money is an energy, and I say this in every class, and I know it's something that I repeat, and I'm sorry if a few of you have been on this call with on a money call before, and you're going to be like, oh, she's saying that again. But that's just something that we've got to get to acknowledge, that money is an energy and you are an energy. You, the being, you are an energy, just the way money is an energy. The only thing that separates you from money is your points of views about money. Money has no points of views. Money will go to anybody who's willing to receive it. Like Gary says, money's not a problem, you are. That's where we start to look at money as, we start to look at the space of money as, if I have the money, my problems will solve. Or if I have the money, I can fix the situation that I'm in right now. I just need this money so I can make things okay. We go into this need where money becomes a necessity to create instead of a byproduct of our creations.
Chandana auntie,
Yeah.
I always had this question. How is
Just a sec.
need?
Just a second, darling. I just want to. I will just come to your question. Yeah. So when you create a necessity around money, you're going to be constantly creating a lack in your world to justify your creation of money. So what lack are you choosing to create the justification of the creation of money that you could be choosing? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shots, boys and beyonds. When you come from that space, you're not creating money for the fun of it. You're not creating for the fun of it. Money is not a byproduct of your creations anymore. Money is a need. Money is a necessity. You're creating because you need money. And wherever there's a because, you have just separated yourself from the infiniteness of who you be. So all the becauses and all the justifications that you're using to create the life and the living that you could be choosing, would you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shots, boys and beyonds. When we look at like your question, Pooja, how can I create greater, like money? Are you willing, how much greater could your life be? If you were to choose to create a greater life today, how much greater would that be? On a scale of 1 to 10. If you allow yourselves to create a greater life, how much greater would that be on a scale of 1 to 10? Can't hear you, love. You're on mute.
10?
Liar, liar, pants on fire. No, not 10. Come on, put your barriers down and tell me. How much would you allow yourself to be greater than what you are right now?
I don't think that much of greaterness is like, I just asked that question, but like honestly, like I don't think that so much additional, like, like a 10 is required. Like I'd be happy with even a 5.
It's not a question of being happy, my love. It's a question of what would you allow yourself to create? What would you allow yourself to be? That is directly proportionate to what you're willing to receive.
Okay, 10.
All of you are liars, liars, pants on fires. So everything that doesn't allow you to be the greatness of who you truly be, would you destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Yes, Zeel, I'm going to go to your question now.
So when we talk about need and tug, like asking from that space, how is the need from like the lack, the need with attached to lack or something? How are they both different? As far as I know, the energy is different, but can you explain, if possible, a little bit on
So
that?
when you come from a space of need, you're coming from a
Hmm.
space of lack.
Hmm.
Need and tug is a very different energy. Every need will create a necessity in your life. Every need will create a necessity in your life. But when you're operating from the space of need and tug, you're willing to acknowledge, you're willing to look at, and you're willing to be aware of what you require. And now gently tuck that into your world. That's a very different energy. You don't believe
Yeah,
you don't believe that there's a need or a lack in the latter.
correct. But I still never got that concept. Like, is it like I ask? I don't know. I still don't get it.
So let me ask
Like,
you, is it a
hmm,
concept? Is it a concept for you? Is need and tug a concept? Because he said, I'm not getting that concept.
Maybe. Maybe.
Need and tug is not a concept, honey. Need is an invention. Need is a lie.
That one,
Need and
I
tug
know.
is a way. Need and tug is what you be to create what you require as your reality. Now,
That
if I have to go, let's look at it this way, okay? If I have to set up, say, if I have to go cook a meal for my family. All right, I need food in my kitchen. I need gas. I need potatoes. I need onions. I need oil. I need salt, pepper. I need it. Right? I'm not coming from a lack that, oh my God, salt is a necessity and I don't have the salt. What do I do if I don't have the salt? How do I get the salt? Where does the salt come from? Where do I go to get the salt? That's what we do with money. Money, we do that. Where do I go for the money? How do I get the money? What should I do with the money? Where will the money come from? What if you could look at need and tug with money just the way you look at need and tug with what you know you will create and have? What's the difference? You know you will have salt. You know you will have the chilies and the oil and everything. And you know there will be a meal on the table. You know that. There is no doubt about that. But when it comes to,
yeah.
Tell me. Zeel?
No, so I got the energy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. So it's like when you're willing to know what you require, you're willing to be the tug that pulls that into your world. So if you can be the same with money, what can you tug into your world that can have you creating money?
Now I can sense possibilities coming.
Oh, awesome. How does it get any better than that, love? Truly, what else is possible? You got to get love that this need that we operate from is such an invention. And something that I've written down for all of you, which I hope it contributes to you, is something that Gary once said. All thoughts, feelings, emotions, sex, and no sex are inventions. All thoughts, feelings, emotions, sex, and no sex. When you look at money, do you come from the space of knowing, being, perceiving, and receiving? Or do you come from the space of thoughts, feelings, and emotions, sex, and no sex?
Thoughts, feelings, and emotions.
Lots of them. Lots of thoughts, feelings, emotions, melodrama, underdrama, overdrama.
It's like a love and hate relationship.
Love and hate. I love you. I'll have you. I hate you. I'll avoid you. All the drama. Oh, wow. All the thoughts, feelings, and emotions is what has us creating an invented reality with money.
What does the drama do?
What does the drama do? Let's ask, what does the drama destroy?
Let's ask Ekta Kapoor.
Yeah. Ask Ekta Kapoor. Drama destroys every possibility that could be showing up as your reality by making it an invention. Drama is an invention, honey, that comes from the space of thoughts, feelings, and emotions, that comes from the space of I need. But what are the possibilities? If there was no invention with money, what could you create? Now that creation comes from the space of knowing, being, perceiving, and receiving.
So maybe we should keep doing who does it belong to as far as energies of drama are concerned.
Wonderful. Absolutely, Ankita. Go for that. Yes. Who does this belong to is a beautiful tool to use in any area of your life that you seem to be trapped in any area of your life that you seem to have created an invention, like money. A need of money is an invention. It's a brilliant invention, so brilliant that even you start to believe it's true for you. But it's just an invention that keeps you captive. That doesn't allow you to make a different choice.
But you also have a need, isn't it? I mean, cash 22.
If you believe you have a need, you will create a need to create money, to have money. But if you come from a space of being needless about money, what choice would you make, honey? If you were needless about money, what choice would you make?
What
Like,
choice
do you
should I
do
make?
you first go and see, do I have salt in my kitchen? And based on the salt in my kitchen, I will make a curry, or I will make a dry vegetable, or I will make a rice, or I will make pasta. Or do you just make the pasta and go get the salt?
Yeah, I mean, yes, we actually go and make the pasta, but because a certain level of money is allowing you to do that, isn't it?
Is it because the money is allowing you to do that, or is it that the money shows up based on the choices that you're making?
See, if you've picked up a corporate job, you're slogging your ass, you're making a sum of money, and you want certain incentives coming your way, your PLIs, so you're working hard at it because there is a certain need. One, there is an aspiration to grow. B, obviously that amount of incentive lures you, so you really go for it. I
Okay,
mean, I'm talking about a very basic mindset.
absolutely. Yeah. That basic mindset is a normal way of functioning in this reality, honey, where you need to create a need to ask for something, where you have to have a need for something to have it in your life,
Right.
right? Now, every invention, everywhere that your life is, a lot of our lives, a lot of you out there would create your life based on an invention,
True.
unless, unless you're creating a future.
Hmm.
When you're creating a future, you're not inventing, because you can only create a future when you look at the possibilities and not at the lack, not at the need, and not what you've decided you don't have, but in the space of, okay, what is possible here? That is you creating a future. And every time you ask to create a future, every time that you ask to create a future is when you are no longer in the space of an invention, when this reality can no longer control you. This reality is an invention. Need is an invention. But what are you aware of? What do you know? What future is possible that if you allowed yourselves to have it, if you allowed yourselves to have it?
So one is actually destroying or maybe doing who does it belong to kind of, I mean, giving up your drama and the need for money, both.
Yeah. But when you come from the need to give up the need for money, you're
Hmm.
creating another need.
True.
So how many of you have invented the need to give up the need for money that has you being needy of money, that has you being needy of the
Cash to
need of giving it up? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Catch 22 is an invention.
What is catch 22?
Either way, you're stuck.
Ah, okay.
इधर 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 कुआं उधर खाई, as simple as that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But honey, if you believe that this reality or that your life is about a catch 22, if I do this, this happens, and if I don't do this, then I'm still in shit, then you've just created a beautiful invented reality that keeps you so busy, so distracted, that you never really create your life. You never create the future that is possible, because all that you're doing and being is distracted by the need that you've decided and concluded is real and true. A need keeps you stuck. A need seduces you. It's like, hey, you need me. Hey, look at me. Just look. You need me. What if you could show your middle finger to that and say, I can create my life and there is no need? But you guys get seduced by your needs, and then you start to serve the needs, and then you wonder why the money doesn't come. So everywhere that you've been seduced by the needs of this reality that has you making that right and doesn't allow you to choose to create your reality, would you destroy and uncreate that, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. When you have created a need, you have defined something as important and impossible or difficult to have, which is why you are in need of it.
And if I may ask, how
Yeah.
many times should one do the clearing statement till the time you start feeling light? I mean, there's no count to it. You can do it 1 time to 10 times, but till the time you start feeling light, how do
Absolutely.
you actually start feeling that energy shift of clearing something?
I like to include my body in showing me. I love to ask my body, will you show me how much more? And my body always shows me, it either sighs or I start to yawn or I just feel lighter. My body just feels expansive. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Right?
China auntie,
Yes,
money has
darling.
become the new Cinderella. You know that the story of Cinderella where she loses her shoe and everything. Uh, seems like it has become like that.
Has it? Has it
No,
become
no,
that for
no,
you?
no, no, not for me in general. I was just perceiving.
Have you put yourself in have you put yourself in that general zone?
Yes, I have.
Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyond. See, you gotta get this, Seal. This reality talks about money being difficult to receive. This reality talks about money being difficult to have. You have to be lucky to get money. You have to work hard to get money. There are lots of points of views that have been sold to us over lifetimes. Lots of points of views. And there are lots of points of views that we've agreed and aligned with. And there are lots of points of views that we have fought against. We have resisted. We've reacted to them. But they have a charge in our world. And when they have a charge in our world, they get to control us. Money was created to make your life easy. Money was created to facilitate trade. That was the only purpose of money back then, to make it easy for trade. Money was not created to control you. Money was not created to decide who's powerful and who's not powerful. Money was never, never one of the main ingredients for creation. Money was always and is a byproduct of your creation. And what is creation? Creation is choice. So what are you choosing is what you are creating. So everywhere that your realities around money have been twisted, tormented, could you please destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. If money is a byproduct of your creations, and if creation is a choice, everything in your life, everything in your life has been a choice up until now. So if you find yourself not happy with the money that you have, or you find yourself struggling with money, or if you find yourself fighting with money, or being in conflict with money, what choice am I making here? What choice has me creating this? And now what different choice can I make? You got to look at what is your reality. Is financial insanity your reality, or is peace with money your reality? If financial,
Contra-
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
contradiction. Like asking for peace and with money, but choosing insanity.
Thank you, beautiful. Thank you for that awareness, honey. Yeah, that. You're asking for peace with money. I mean, how many of you right now are asking for peace with money? How many of you are asking for abundance? How many of you are asking for greater? But what you're choosing is insanity with money. What is insanity with money? Lack, need, fear. All of that is insanity with money. So what choices are you making that has you creating the insanity with money? Everything that is, would you destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, call 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What is the difference between creating from the space of possibilities and creating from the space of need or problem? I have a problem, so I've got to create some money so I can get myself out of this problem. What is the difference?
One is lack and one is abundance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Possibility.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
One is scarcity energy, one is thrival, one is survival, one is
wonderful.
thrival.
Absolutely brilliant. And in one, there's an energy of having your reality of abundance, and the other of making poverty real. So is poverty real in your world, or is abundance real in your world? No right and no wrong. No right and no wrong. Please get that you cannot change it unless you acknowledge it. For a lot of people, poverty is real. I get the money, and it's not, poverty is not that you never have money. That you never create money. Poverty is that you may even create the money, but you still never have it because you're not willing to have it.
Yeah, that.
That, everything that brought up, would you destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, on 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So what are you choosing here? Then what is, when you see someone choosing from the space of possibilities and someone creating a life of possibilities and someone creating a life of need or lack, what has you choosing that? Is your choice. What you have made real and true as your reality. If you are choosing to create, if you're creating a life of possibilities, you're not buying into the invention of this reality. You're choosing what's light for you. You're choosing what is true for you. But when you're choosing to create a life of need, of lack, of struggle, you're just perpetrating this reality on yourself. You're fighting for this reality. So, and the easiest way to fight for this reality and to make this reality right is to make money real and significant and create a lack of it. So everywhere that, what are you choosing lack of money for? What are you choosing the lack of money for?
You know, I
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel I'm choosing lack of money for somewhere I'm making my brother more significant. Like I'm dependent on
Yeah.
him.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
that is very significant in my world at this point
Yeah.
of time, especially in this pandemic, because I'm staying home and buying or listening to the same things over and over again. What family is saying, so I've bought a lot of them. I'm not
Yeah.
sure, which is a different story.
Yeah. No, it's an awareness of what you're doing right now, right?
Plus, all the years that we were growing up, I think while we were told, make a career, go out and do something for yourself. We were always told that, it's money doesn't grow on trees or something like that. I mean, you really have to slog off to make a mark and earn and reach a position. So that's also a mindset. No, you really have to slog.
So all those points of views, and everywhere you've decided and concluded that those points of views are real and true, and everywhere you've decided and concluded you have to be less than brother, sister, husband, wife, mother, father, friends. Could you all please just try and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, call, 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Yes, Meena, I see your hand is up for me.
Yeah, Chandana, actually,
Hi.
hi. So my question is choosing a life of possibilities. Like, could you more talk on that rather living on a need? I hope my question is clear.
It is, absolutely. But what would you like me to talk about that?
Can you give an example? Like, for example, if I choose, there's a possibility. I don't know everything. How do we look at it? A possibility. What is possibility for me is different for others, right? So if I
Absolutely.
look at,
Which is why you're creating your future differently than others are creating it.
yeah. So if I see a is it a possibility, like an opportunity to work with someone or creating a class or taking a session? All these are possibilities. So if I'm not able
And
to,
so is lying on the beach and doing nothing, and so is playing with your dog, and so is watering your plants.
yeah,
Anything is a
yeah,
possibility if it expands your world,
yeah.
right? But we
Yeah.
have defined possibility.
Only as a source of revenue, wherever it opens.
That's one of the biggest lies that you bought into, that doesn't allow you to receive the possibilities. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Thank you. Thank you. I got.
opened up so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like when you have defined that as a way of creating, oh, I have a possibility because that will create me money. But the possibility is here, which is like, will you come water me, please? I'm a plant that's drying. And you're like, just tell the Mali to put water. I'm running after where I can create the money. The plant is like, no, come here, come here, come here. It's undefined, it's strange, it's different. But
Yeah.
this is the possibility.
Yeah. This is what I would like to know more of
Yeah.
that, actually. Thank you.
You're
That's what
welcome.
I'm asking.
You want to get, Meena, and everybody on this call tonight, one thing I really want you all to get is that if you've defined yourself as somebody who doesn't have $100 million, we were talking about that in the Salon de Femme book club. If you have defined yourself as somebody who doesn't have $100 million, you will never have $100 million. That's what keeps you from creating the $100 million. So what have you defined yourself as that doesn't allow you to have and to create and to enjoy and to be the money that you're asking to have and to be and to enjoy? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, popcorn, 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So when we look at the definitions and the points of views of money that we have, guys, yay, red heart. I love red hearts. Did I tell you that before? I love red hearts. Yay, one more. More. Yay, I got a kiss too. Ah, lucky me. Possibilities. Yay, Sunita's Ramana. Yay. And a kiss, Zeel. Oh my God, how did I get so lucky? Thank you, everybody. Thank you, love. So you want to look at, guys, you
How
want to
can that be? How can that be? Possibility is only money. You should be happy only when you receive money. How can you be just happy with a heart and a kiss and a hug?
Possibilities. You have no clue what that creates in my world. Yeah. Wow. So guys, what have you defined yourselves as that doesn't allow you to be the money?
but isn't defining also a block that we are creating? I mean, why do we put ourselves in a definition in the first place?
Absolutely. It's one of the biggest blocks that we stupid people create to have financial insanity and to fight for the rightness of our financial insanity. It's like, no, my financial insanity is worse than yours. Have you seen that? I'm not giving you mine. Mine is the best. It's the most insane. And everyone's like, oh, will you give me your financial insanity? It seems easier than mine. No, I will not sell you mine. I will not, unless you pay me $1 million for my financial insanity. That's insane, right? A possibility would be like, oh, you want my financial insanity? Sure, take it. Bye-bye. Why would you hold on to your financial insanity, guys? Why? What's the value of holding on to that financial insanity that has you defining your money flows as lack, your money flows as not enough, you being in need, and your life being a necessity, living being a necessity, and it all being about survival. Oh, so depressing, so heavy, so not happy.
also
Right, wrong, good,
about
bad,
playing
pot, pop,
safe.
all night shorts, boys and beyonds. Yes, love.
It's also about playing safe and in a comfort zone.
Yeah,
When
but would you really play safe, or would you
I love
like
taking
to
risks.
explore? Would you like to
I love to
explore?
explore and
Yeah,
take risk. That is
yeah,
fun for me.
yeah. So what money can you now see? You got to get one thing. When we have points of views around money, we do it so we think that if we understand our points of views and if we pocket pod our points of views just enough, we will start to create money. And it's a great beginning. The original How to Become Money workbook does that. It brings up the points of views. It asks you questions, and the points of views show up, and then you pock and pod them. It's a brilliant start. People's money flows have changed. My money flows have changed unbelievably beyond this reality with the original How to Become Money workbook. It brings up the points of views. But you got to get, guys, the most powerful and potent tool is choice. Choice, 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 choice. You can sit and pock and pod for the rest of your life, but if you're not choosing different, you're still choosing financial insanity, you're not receiving possibilities. And that is where the advanced How to Become Money workbook takes us, is into choice, into possibilities, into receiving and knowing that, okay, I can pock and pod. I have a choice of spending the rest of my life pock and podding. And I also have choice. We made choice difficult, we made it a little difficult. What if it was easy? Palak, I see your hand up. I see Palak, I see Ankita, and I see Zeal's hands up.
So, Chanda, in your conversation, what I really got was like, once you don't make money, the source of your creation or what you want to create in life in general, then you really need to then there's nothing to blame, right?
Yeah.
Then you have to just, like, if I were to, and this is something that I keep telling a lot of the volunteers of our NGO, that we should, each one of us should have enough and more, millions of dollars, such that we don't have to kind of raise money. And somebody comes and says, oh, I have to pay 2 lakhs of my child's school fees, and we'll say, oh yeah, please take it. And then there is another 100 people out there who don't have houses. We can make those houses for them and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if money is not the problem, then I really need to step up, and I got to do what I got to do. And then I can't play the small game that I would be playing, or I would be hiding behind money.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Yes. Are you hiding behind money, or are you so busy avoiding receiving the money?
Yeah.
Everything that brought up, would you destroy and uncreate that, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, online shots, boys and beyonds. You got to see how many of you are avoiding receiving money. Yeah. And what are you doing to avoid it? Are you creating a body with pain? Are you creating relationships that are constantly has to have your constant attention because it's always about fights? Are you creating a business that sucks? Are you creating a business where your people who work with you constantly leave you? Are you creating no content? Are you creating animosity? Are you creating fights? What are you creating to avoid money? Everything that brought up, would you destroy and create that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, online shots, boys and beyonds. What if you didn't have to avoid money? What would you have to receive? Who would you have to receive?
That's a big one.
Yeah, I know. I know, love. We choose people in our life so we can justify our lack of money. Because of them, I can't get the money. No, you chose to have them so you can avoid the money.
Chandana,
Yes, lovely.
in that case, how could I avoid my husband?
Are you avoiding your husband? Or are you, you got to see this, my love. Are you avoiding, is there a need to avoid your husband in your world?
No, actually, what I mean to say is, see, I have chosen him. So we are all playing the game of lack of money very well, the whole drama of thing.
And
So
what
somewhere
what
it's my
is,
choice, right?
and in your husband's story and his drama of his life, are you the bit player?
Yes, of course.
Of course. So you have to play your role really well. You're an Indian wife. You got to play your role really well. You got to show that you too have insanity with money. You got to show how you can't create money, because that's your role in his movie. I love it the way Sunita's laughing. She's loving it.
So my question,
So what if first you were willing to fire yourself from the job of being a bit player in his universe and
yes,
ask what is my reality with money?
yes, I do that.
Thank you so much for
I
that
do. Thank you.
question.
You're welcome. Yeah, thank
Thank
you,
you.
Meena. Yeah,
Thank you.
What is my reality with money?
Auntie, can I ask you a question?
Yes, love.
So the thing is, at one hand, I have a choice that I have how to become money workbook. I have everything. It's like a choice. Like, I just choose to open it and do it and stuff. The thing is, I'm not choosing it. And there is this space where it's like, you can call it like unrequited love or whatever. Like, it's just I'm not choosing it. I'm putting, like, I'm okay to receive money at a distance, like one hand distance or whatever.
So are you avoiding the money?
Yes, I
So
am.
ask, what am I
It's
choosing? Who am I choosing to avoid the money? Get aware of that, love. What am I choosing and who am I choosing to avoid money?
it's just when it comes to money or something like that, like my money or having my money, it's just little frustrated. I'm frustrated that I don't want money. Something comes up, that particular energy which annoys me, and I don't want it, and I push it away.
Okay, something really funny here. I'm just going to ask you this question, and maybe light, maybe not light.
Sorry, I missed. What was Zeen saying? What was that? What was funny? Sorry, I didn't.
What was this? Can you just briefly say it again?
Go for it, Zeel.
So I put money it's a funny energy. I put money. I mean, I just push away the money or anything that is coming my way with regards to money. Everything else is fine. Like apart from cash, I'm asking for cash and currencies, but I'm not willing to have or receive it. The moment it comes, I use it.
Okay, so can I ask you a question here, Zeel?
Yes.
Who are you avoiding by avoiding the money? Have you decided and concluded that if you got the money, they would take it away from you?
Maybe.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shots, boys and beyonds.
It's
Are you
also about
avoiding the
fight.
money? Yeah. Are you
Yes.
avoiding the money? So those are all your points of view, that money leads to fights.
I've seen that, and
Oh,
that's what.
that, and you've also fought for the rightness of that point of view, and you're still fighting for that. So you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say keep the point of view.
No.
Yes. Yes. So when
It
there
has become
is,
a loop
yeah,
in my head because I've seen it so often. It has become a loop.
you don't see it so often. You create it.
Okay. Got it.
Nothing happens to you, honey. You
Hmm.
create it with your point of view. If you want to change it, you got to give up your point of view.
Okay, it's uncomfortable at this point of
Of
time.
course it is. It is, and I can see that in your body. You're wishing that the earth opens up and sucks you in. But you know what? I am sadistic, and I won't let that happen.
Thank you.
Yeah. So be uncomfortable with that, sweetheart,
Wow.
and ask for it to change.
It's really uncomfortable.
Wonderful. Something's changing. Gina says, I create money but not able to keep it, keep running into debts. You want to ask the question, what do I love about not having money? And what do I love about being in debt? Everything that is times a godzillion, would you all destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shots, boys and beyonds. So we're going to be talking a lot more on money over 16 calls. And, Palak, you have the details? I have the book here to show you what we're going to be talking about. Advanced, how to become money workbook.
I too have the book, but I can't show it all.
And how can I seduce everyone to choose it, Palak? Please tell me, how can I seduce?
I would say nobody should choose it. I mean, they don't want money.
I would like to seduce them into possibilities. And the best way of saying, like you said, is please don't choose it.
Don't choose. So
Keep your points of views.
I picked up the book, and then, as always, I would I just open any page and then start reading from.
Yeah.
And the first thing that I read was that what if you have $100 million all the time throughout your lifetime? And I was like, wow, what would that be like? Yeah. So, and it was kind of giving me goosebumps. It was really nice. So we have starting from August 1st to 30th, and we have alternate day classes, 16 calls. We will come up 9:30 to 10:30 in the morning. And there is 23K as the energy exchange. And would you like
how much is that in dollars? I know we
$320. $320.
Yeah.
And would you like to give a surprise here?
No.
But it says you need to, but it also says you need to have done the money workbook first.
Yes, and
right?
the money workbook is also coming up before this class with Isha. So if you would like to choose that, and we have lots of brilliant facilitators around the world who are facilitating How to Become Money workbook. Go with whatever energy invites you. And, also there are lots of facilitators facilitating Advanced How to Become Money workbook. And really,
So we cannot do the advanced without doing the first one?
no,
No, we
no,
cannot. Right.
no.
Aren't
Initially,
I doing the both?
I am not doing How to Become Money workbook. Isha is doing How to Become Money workbook. And also I know some other people are also doing. So check it out. Check out on social media. You'll find a lot of, the class that calls out to you. And also, something that I wanted to talk about. Yeah. So when I started to facilitate this class personally, almost this book came out about 4.5, 5 years ago. And I bought it at the CF in Rome. I bought it. It had Gary had the book launch, and, I bought it. And see, I'll show you Gary's sign. He signed for me. To Chandana, a good beginning. You see that?
Oh,
Yay!
Yeah.
Lots of possibilities.
Yes. And then Dane signed it too. So when I got this book 4.5 years back, there and then I bought the prereqs to facilitate this class, because there was something in this book which was like, wow. It just, my body was like, ooh. And so about 4.5 years back, I started to facilitate this class. And the first time I did it, I was supposed to finish it in a month and a half. I finished it in 6 months. Just saying. It wouldn't finish. All the participants would go off to sleep and they would say, please, I can't do any more. For me, it was so much of stuff showing up. And by the end of it, you were like, what is this book? It's got such an energy it starts to release so much in your world, guys, that I'm not saying for the sake of saying it. And this is going to be the 11th book read that I'm doing now. And now, of course, there's a lot of ease with facilitating this. But I want you, and it's also been facilitated a lot in the past 4.5 years in the world. So a lot of energy of this has also, it's kind of permeated into all our realities also. But back then it was almost like, it was almost like so much of unconsciousness around money, so much of unconsciousness around the questions in the workbook, that if this is going to be your first money workbook, you might be surprised with what it could create. And if it's your 100th or your 200th or your 5th or your 8th, I wonder how different that could be. Because for me, my 10th money workbook created, I thought I've done so many. So what can a 10th one do for me? I've done so many. But it was amazing how it changed my entire business. It changed how my business functions. It changed how I function. It changed how I started to receive. In fact, the first chapter is receiving. And we talk a lot in depth about, your willingness to receive, your unwillingness to receive, everywhere that you've been avoiding money, and all of that. Yes, Simran, you have done it with Isha, the How to Become Money workbook. Yes. And yes, we also have a surprise. If you register and pay by tomorrow, what is the deal? Palak?
It would be 15 July.
Oh, 15 July. Then you only pay 280 USD, which is only 20,000. Do I sound like a good salesperson or not? Please tell me I do. Come on, take advantage of the sale.
But we don't like money, so we will register later and we'll pay more, or
And we'll pay more.
yeah, and we'll pay more. So
Awesome. We love paying. We don't want to have money. Any reason to get rid of money, right?
One question here.
Yes, darling.
I've been wanting to ask for a long time, but
Go
the
for it.
conversation kept going. Lovely
Sorry,
conversation.
we talk so much.
No problem. It was really very, it gave a lot of space. I'm grateful for that.
Thank you.
Now, if I have to choose these classes, and that is what I've been wishing to do for quite a long time,
Yeah.
Every time there is a class, I'm like, oh, damn, I want to do this so much. But do I have the energy exchange? Right? So when you are in such a situation, how do you turn around this whole thing? I know it's all about still a point of view that I have about money and what all I have had previously that has created me this situation. But yeah.
Thank you, Sindhu, for that question, because that's where I also found myself in a few years back, 7, 8 years back. That was my reality. I wanted to do a lot. I wanted to do everything. I was like, where's the money? So expensive, so expensive, you know. And something that you said was that I really want to do all the classes, but the energy.
Where's the energy? Yeah.
You want to recognize that whenever you say a but, there's always a lie before or after the but. So what of the
Yeah.
two is a lie? I want to do the
Where's
classes.
the money is the lie.
Yeah. So if where's the money is a lie, what is true for you?
It is there with me. So why can't I see it then? In my bank
What if-
account so that
what
I
if-
can be assured I can pay for this class.
So what if you could acknowledge that the truth is that I'm choosing this class? That is what is true for you. That is your choice. And that's what we're going to talk about. You recognizing the power of choice. When you choose from a space that is, I'm choosing this. I don't know where the money is. I don't know where it comes from, but I'm choosing this. The universe can't help. Yay, Mahima, I'm seeing you after so long. Hi. The universe can't help but to bring you the money, Sindhu, because you made a choice. You've made a choice.
So can I share something here?
Yes, please.
So I think when I chose TTT, then back to back, I think we chose BDD, then I chose CPCK, right? So when it was CPCK time, I was like, oh God, I've spent so much in the same month. And I was like, Sam, how do I go about it? And she was, what are you saying? So I didn't say, how do I go about it? I just said, Sam says, so you said you wanted to register for CPCK. Are you interested? So I said, Sam, well, if in the next 2 days I get 35K from my clients, I'm going for it. If I don't, I'm not going for it. So, and I said, I'm manifesting that I get 35K in the next 2 days. Okay. So Sam says, can I make a suggestion? So I said, yeah, please do. So she said that 3 times feels lighter or 5 times. She just asked me this question. So I was 3 times feels lighter. So she says, multiply 35K into 3 times in your ask and just do that immediately. And believe me or not, I mean, I had exactly, I didn't get 1,05,000 in my account, but 35,500 was the exact amount that flew in the next 2 days, and I paid for CPCK.
Oh, bad Sam. Very bad girl. She made it
No.
happen for you.
I think, yeah.
Probably
So,
you chose it,
yeah,
right?
the ask was 35K, so I think that's what flew in, right?
How does it get any
So,
better than that?
yeah.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
think probably when we are open to our asks in the most subtle ways of receiving, I think it will happen.
Yes.
Because I've done this in the last 1 month, what I was waiting to do for 6 months, just because of thinking, पैसे बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, पैसे बहुत ज़्यादा हैं. But
Yeah.
I let go of that in this month and see how it's changing for me.
Yes.
So I think, yeah, that was worth a share, I feel, if anyone can take something from it, right?
Thank you for sharing, honey. Thank you.
Thank
Wow,
you.
that was
Thank you for
amazing.
being there.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
This reminds me, even I have created money like this, but right now I've just given more power to the reality around me, and it's making me get stuck in this reality and
Of
accept that
course,
yes, this
that's
is my
what this
reality.
reality does. It seduces you to believe it's real. The
Mm.
seductress. Why? What would it be like if you could seduce this reality to serve you guys?
Awesome.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pot, online, short, personal. And everybody who thinks CPCK 35,000, it's not. It's 47,000. I just want to put it out there that tomorrow you say,
Yes.
no, but I thought it's 35,000.
No, it's 47,000. My need
That's
was
why
35,000. Yes.
I just want to put that out in the world.
Yeah.
So we can also do one thing. Everybody who has asked for money, please ask Malvika to request universe to show up monies, because
Yes.
Malvika can
Yes,
ask and
please.
nobody else can, right?
Absolutely. And she will show you how you can do that.
But when Malvika asked, she said, if I get it from this source, I will be able to pay. But after my retirement, I keep wondering, where will I get? Where is this source? What do I have to
And
start to
that's
do to get that money?
You are the source.
No,
And your choice is what creates it, honey.
you say you make a choice and then your actions have to be congruent. Now, what are my actions? I still have not decided. That's the problem. So I don't know what.
What if you don't have to decide it? What if you are present with your actions?
Sunita, can I share something?
Yes, please do.
So in my world, till recently, because I used to see money coming in a certain way, which used to be only my salary. And since I'd given up the corporate job and that paycheck stopped coming, there is no money that is coming in. And I was so oblivion to the fact that the returns that were coming on my investments, the rental incomes that were coming, was not even money, because money comes when you go to office and then you get a paycheck. So if you're sitting at home and you're getting money into your bank account, that's not money. And then if somebody gifts you the money, that's also not money. I mean, that you can't spend on access classes because it's not supposed to.
Yeah, I keep choosing that somebody should sponsor my classes, and I'll attend them all with full sincerity. My presence, I guarantee, always in time for all the classes. Only somebody has to sponsor me. I want to be the brand ambassador for somebody. I'll attend all classes. That's my commitment.
What if you can be the brand ambassador for consciousness and ask the universe to sponsor you?
I will. That's what I'm doing.
Awesome. I wonder who else would like to ask that. Okay, guys, this has been a fun call. Wonderful
Thank
fun
you so
call.
much, Auntie. This was a brilliant call.
Thank you, sweetie pie. And you are going to receive the recording. And I look forward to your joining us for the advanced.
You know, to point, Chandana.
Yes, darling.
I was deciding not to attend the call because once I attend, then I get so much into it. It's difficult to back. So if you realize, I joined around 8:20. I kept myself saying no. And then again, I was here.
We were missing.
Consciousness.
And also we were missing each other. Like we've been apart from each other for a day now. So we were wondering.
Yes, absolutely. So true. All right, guys, I look forward to seeing you. And for all of you who haven't done a How to Become Money workbook, you can reach out to Isha or reach out to any other facilitator who's doing one right now. And for those of you who've done it before and want to repeat a How to Become Money workbook, you can still redo that, or else you can just hop on to the Advanced How to Become Money workbook. Okay. I love you all. And thank you, Palak. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for putting this together, for organizing, for inviting. And thank you, everyone, for being here. So super grateful. Thank you, Gina.
Thank you. Thanks, Chandana. Thank you. Lovely.
You're welcome. Bye.
Let's all create a game of creating that 20K by tomorrow.
Yes.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
See you anywhere.